I'm just laying down, doing some research, some spiritual work. Something told me to take a look at Dolores Cannon's work again. I took a look at her work a couple years ago during lockdown when I was going through my spiritual, that phase of my spiritual awakening, which, yeah, was intense, as you can imagine. This time around, Spirit told me to take a look at Dolores Cannon again. And I just watched one of her videos. Sorry, it's a weird angle. I'm laying down. I'm so cozy. I'm just going to get it up. Dolores Cannon, Finding Your True Self. And it's about 27 minutes long. And I was listening to it. And she spoke of the three types of volunteers, the three waves of volunteers. So the first set of volunteers, I'm just going to read from this article here, just so I say exactly what I want to say. The first wave of volunteers started being born at the end of 1940s. I think it was after World War II. And have had the most difficult time adjusting. They don't like violence or ugliness and want to return home, even if they have no idea where that might be. With first wave volunteers, strong emotions like anger or hate deeply disturb them, and they cannot be around people who emit these energies. Dolores indicated a higher incidence of suicides amongst the group. They are then pioneers and trailblazers, carving a path for others to follow. The biggest influx was from the 1970s onwards. So that's the first wave. So it would be, I don't know, if you're in your 20s, maybe could be well, for me, it's like my parents, my grandparents, even as well. But what hit me was the second wave of volunteers. So the second wave of volunteers began in the 1990s. The purpose of second wave volunteers is to act like an energetic antenna, beacon, generator, and channel of energy. In Dolores' words, they don't have to do anything, they just have to be. They are here to anchor higher frequencies onto planet. They are often uncomfortable around people and they may enjoy living secluded lives or being at home. They may wonder, what have I achieved, not realizing their very existence is helping. Many of the first and second waves do not want to have children. Many do not marry unless they find another of their own kind. Now, when I watched the video, because I read this afterwards, but when I watched the video, I literally just froze. I paused and started making notes because, yeah, my heart just started beating so fast. From the uncomfortable around people, which, I enjoy being home, I enjoy being in my own space, to the enjoy living secluded lives of being at home. Yeah, I just said that. Many of them do not have children. Many do not want to marry unless they find another of their own. And I've always felt like it's very difficult for me to connect with other people. And when I find a connection, it's like, wow, like it's so, so extremely rare. Like, I wouldn't even say I have friends like that. Like, I don't really have friends. I don't really have people around me. I'm very, you could say, secluded. I keep myself to myself. I retain my energy, because being around people can be extremely uncomfortable for me and also draining. I can feel so drained, and it's because partly it could be their energy and my energy just don't mix, or the fact that I feel like I have to put up a facade to fit into the group of people. They are here to anchor higher frequencies on the planet, having my own off-land space, having a community, working with energy, working with plants, herbs, and healing. It's in my blood. And if you want to go beyond that, it's my soul. It's in my soul. And where it says they may wonder, what have I achieved, not realizing that their very existence. And what Dolores Cannon was saying, like these second wave volunteers, they may, for instance, walk through a group of people and them not realizing it, unconsciously, subconsciously, they have affected the whole room with their energy. I'm going to do more research on Dolores Cannon, and obviously the third wave, I'm still going to read that. But in some ways, the third of the three waves of volunteers has it easiest. According to Dolores, their DNA has already been altered. They are highly intelligent and need a lot of challenges. These children can be sensitive, articulate, and gifted. Dolores' description is similar to the popular yet scientifically unproven description of rainbow or crystal children, which is part of wider New Age theory. Unfortunately, as children, third wave volunteers still have problems fitting in to educational systems. Many are medicated for ADHD and some are on the autistic spectrum. And I can firsthand say that this is one, like, what it says here is 100% accurate. I used to work in a school that specialized in social, emotional, and mental health. And the children that were, had ADHD or have ADHD or autistic or something along those lines, they were medicated to the point where they were like just a whole different being. And they tried to put them into a box that obviously the box wasn't even built for them. They shouldn't even be in a box. No one should be in a box, period. But I saw it firsthand how it laid out, and that's one of the reasons why I came out of the education system, the education sector, industry, whatever you want to call it. Because one, I didn't have the greatest experience, and two, I've seen it from another perspective. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get Dolores Cannon's book. I'll just get the name of it. Oh yeah, The Three Waves of Volunteers in the New Earth, because Spirit literally told me, type in Dolores Cannon, and I did. And it's strange because she transitioned on the 18th of October 2014, and I always feel connected to the 18th of October. I don't know why. I don't know anyone's birthday on that day, I don't think. But the 18th, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to connect too much, but I'm gonna do a lot of research and educate myself even more. During lockdown, when I was doing research and spiritual work, I scared myself, and then I went into that whole I went into that mindset of people are gonna think I'm crazy if I'm saying, I work with spirit and this, that, and the other. People are going to think I'm crazy. Like, I'm all about other people, but in turn, I kind of lost myself and I got back into the system. That's when I was working at school and everything. But fast forward to now, I'm at a point where I'm like, I can only do what I need to do. And genuinely, as this stuff keeps coming up for me, my spirit work and my working with nature and spirit and energy, that is what I must do. Everything else makes me uncomfortable and unhappy. I work a 9 to 5. I've changed my job several times. I've changed where I've lived. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find happiness in a place that's not even for me or built for me. So I can either do this for the rest of my life, in a couple of years get another job, do this, be unhappy, rent this, do the 9 to 5, or I can step into my purpose and do what I need to do. I think this is like the realest kind of video I've made ever. And the reason why I say the realist is because I'm speaking about things that I really want to speak about. Maybe to other people or online, but you just have that fear of like, some people won't get it, but I suppose those who don't get it and know what I'm talking about, this video is not for them. Those who do get it, it's for you, so you can't please everyone. So the best thing you can do is just please yourself and make yourself happy. Because trying to please others and make other people happy, you just run yourself to the ground. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.